Hey, what's up guys? This is Hansu for Hansu Productions. I'm going to be doing the Badminton Advanced Single Strategy this time. Last video I actually did a simple strategy, which is kind of simple and really straightforward for all of you guys that play badminton, and it is seriously the mandatory information that you should know when you want to play singles. Now, the advanced singles. Now, what is so advanced about this is not so much about just your body. You know, last time I was mostly talking about, you know, your fitness, your just basic stuff that you need to cover in order to start a good singles. Now, this is not like professional singles strategy, but these are the advanced and probably the farthest you can probably go before professional. Almost nationals, almost nationals. I would say like provincials, regionals, or something of that level. I would say kind of like let's see, elite and a little bit below elite. So a little bit below nationals, and but very close to nationals level. So one of the things that you have to be careful and you have to be aware of is where you stand in a singles court while you're playing. Now, a lot of people say, oh, please, whenever you play a shot, please return to the middle of the court, you know, of your court. This is, just think of it as this is the half court and this is the other court. I know one looks bigger than the other, but who cares? Whoa, I just came back from the dead again. So the positioning of yourself on the badminton court. So let's just draw me. See, I'm the guy in the middle. Yeah, that's right. You see the green dot? That's me. Okay, for example, this is just an example, guys. For example, I come back way over here. You see it, right? For example, I go from the middle to way back. Oh, sorry. Way back over here, and then you play a shot. You play an attacking clear forward, and then the shuttle should be here. You guys get it now? I'm over here. Oh my god, I'm over here, and then I go straight up into his backcourt, into his backhand backcourt, and that's gonna force him, of course, to do a backhand, or he's gonna take a forehand if he's smart enough. And what do you do after you play that shot? You're over here. Okay, you're over here. After you play this kind of shot, the positioning is absolutely crucial. You want to return slowly to about the middle of where you actually came from. You don't want to go back to the middle after you play a shot here. Oh my god, I can't do it. This is like reverse, so retarded. So when you play a shot like that, don't return to the middle as soon as possible, because he can just play the same shot against you, and this is what beginners play like. They return to the middle all the time, and people tell people to return to the middle all the time. People return to the middle all the time, and that's one of the things that I don't really get. You know, the things, like, it's so simple. Because once you start over here, oh my god, I can't even get it. Once you start over here, and then you go, okay. Let's just say without my fingers. Let's say you play a shot there. You want to walk back to the X. Now, why do you want to do that? Because the guy can actually play it to the same spot. And if you were to actually, you know, return to the middle all the time after you play a shot, you gotta go back and forth. You will tire yourself out. There's no point in doing that. Okay. By going from here, assuming that you did a high clear and a good clear, or perhaps an attacking clear, a good clear, not like a freaking bad clear that will literally make the opponent do a cross-court drop shot around the headshot to this corner. Obviously, he's gonna place it at the X right there. Obviously, because you're off the, you know, you're the furthest away, and that's, you know, the shot they will try to play. But when you're playing on attacking clear or in a high clear, that's gonna give you a lot of time to recover. So, one of the things, that's one of the examples. Let's take another example, okay? Let's do it from the other court. All right. Whoops. All right. So let's say you're in the middle again. And then you play a net, and then you go over here, and then you play a net shot over here, and it should land relatively close to the net, let's just say, and you want to back off after you play a shot. Now this depends on the quality of the shot that you play. Now what I mean by that is literally, is it tight enough so that you can actually trust it and actually, you know, stay at the net totally, or is it loose enough? Is it kind of loose enough so that it actually gives the other player to do some kind of, you know, cross court, anything like that? So in that case, what do? You do the same thing. You walk back about 2 steps, 2 shuffle step, also known as a I don't know how to say it. It's like chasse. I don't even know. It's kind of like a shuffle step. You want to be exactly where the X is. Now, this is for a couple reasons, okay? If you play, let's say a loose net shot, kind of an okay net shot, not so tight at all, you know, it's not like just trickling over the net or anything like that. One of the things that he can do is literally play the same shot over again at you, at the same place. Which will be kind of bad if you return to the middle all the time. You have to go for it again, and you have to remember, you don't want to shift your body when you're doing this. I will explain it to you right now. Okay, so when you do a net shot to your forehand, you know, forehand net shot, you go, for a right-handed players, you go, you know, right, left, right, right, and then you back up the same body position that you want to. Okay, so let's just actually just throw this away. Okay, let's say so for example, I did a net shot over there, and I come back to the middle. I screw up because I have to go all the way back again, and then let's see he does a cross court net shot. You're already there at the net. You can always move, okay, so quickly. Okay, there's a big difference between returning to the X here and returning to the X there. There's a huge difference when you're playing a loose net shot, okay? You don't want to play a loose net shot, but what I mean is a normal net shot, not like some trickling. Like I said, if it trickles, then just stay there. Stay there. Just don't even move. Just stay there and let him lift, because he has to lift high no matter what. And if he's gonna do a net shot, he's crazy. He's out of his mind. Because you can just, you know, kill it, net kill it. It's like a swipe. If it's too tight to the net, you wanna always swipe at the net. You don't wanna like boom and then just, you know, hit the net and then they will call a foul on you. It's kind of a bad thing. So that's one of the things. And also, what I just said about is, you know, when this is okay. Let's say this is your foot. Okay. For right-handed players, it will go right, left, right. See? And then they will go left, right, left, right, left. This is the motion that you want. This, right, left, right. Okay? It's always a burst of fire. It goes short step, it goes shorter step, lunge. Okay? Short step, oh, sorry. Short step, lunge. Okay? With the heel down, boom. Okay? That's one of the things that you have to remember. And also, when you come back, like I said, it's right, left, a little bit. Don't switch your body. Don't switch your body. Okay? Some people actually do that. They literally just switch, thinking that they will play a clear, but sometimes they won't. So you have to literally go there and then shuffle back. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, not that much. If you look at the court here, it's really not that much, okay? I'm not backing away that much. When you play a net shot, assuming that you played a decent net shot, you don't want to back away too much, because the times, because most of the players will get in a net shot fight with you. Because you know why? Because net shot is absolutely important. Oh my God, that important in the singles game. Net shot is everything. Net shot sets you up for a smash, and that's the only way you can beat in singles player, by smashing, and that's the only way you can beat in doubles or singles. So why not do that? So that's a net shot for you, and that pretty much covers everything. You always have to cover the straight shot that you just played. So for this one as well, the clear one, like I just showed you, you want to cover the straight. You don't want to cover the cross court because cross court takes a while, and I come from the Dutch again. And you don't want to cover the cross court first unless you played a really crappy shot, because cross court shots take a long time to come to you. So you have a lot of time as well, which is always great. I mean, it's almost fantastic. So remember this diagram, guys. Just remember the net shot and the backhand and the backcourt stuff that you have to remember. Don't return to the middle, for God's sake. Well, assuming that you played a decent shot. So assume that you played a really crappy shot, like a cross court, like on this one. Let's say you played a really crappy high clear. You want to get to this place. You want to get at least a little bit closer to the middle than last time, because the probability of him playing a cross court drop shot on that spot is so high. Most of the people do it. It's just movement pressure, and that's what people do. And so that's the most important thing right there, just for singles. Just remember, never return to the middle. Bam. There we go. Alright. As I take this, oh my goodness, I just drew on my table here. That's not good. It's my brand new table. Alright. So enough of me fooling around. Alright. So, what's next? Strategy. Now this is the strategy that you want to try and you want to do. You want to always remember a strategy before you play a rally. Most of the times that people just play badminton, and that's okay too if you just want to play, but if you want to get good at something and you want to win a rally, you have to think about which shots that you're going to play before you start the rally. So you know, the delays between games are just there for not resting, okay? They're there for you to think and think and think and think. And don't think about like, oh my god, I left the the stove on at my house, and oh, I forgot to feed my dog food, or something of the really stupid things like, oh, I hope my girlfriend's doing all right. Oh, don't have to be suspicious about that ever. So one of those things, the main important reason for those delays in between singles is to think about strategy, and that's the most important thing. You just have to think about which shots that you're gonna play in a rally against that guy. And you have to take the data from previous rallies that you won or lost, and you have to calculate what are the percentages of winning if I play this kind of shot. Mostly you want to go with the winning shots. The first few winning shots, first few rallies, most of the people will play some of their favorite shots. And that's actually most of the time, because they want to get it. Because nowadays you can't really take time to get into the rally, because it's really like time pressure. It's up to only 21, so you need to, every point is crucial in the game of badminton now. Before it used to be first to 15. When you had the birdie, you could only score. So at those times you can really take your time, and the pace was a lot slower back then. Now it's all about speed. How fast you are and how fast you can get to the birdie, how fast or slow you can go, and the ability to control pace. And that's one of the things that you want to do when you're thinking of strategy. Oh, should I play a slow shot? Should I play a really attacking clear this time, or should I play some really gay shot? What I mean by gay shot is like something really ridiculously stupid that no one even like expects one. I do those shots so much, but I only do that in doubles, so it always works in doubles. Doubles is beautiful. So let's say none of your strategies work. Let's say it just doesn't work. For 5 straight points, you haven't gotten a single point. Okay, your opponent has all the momentum that he needs. What are you gonna do? Now, this is the question that everyone asks. One of the things that I actually did was, you have to learn how to play 7 random shots to your opponent. that will just screw up the positioning of the opponent. If you play some 7 to like 6 to 7, I wouldn't say like 7 would be the absolute max that you want to do, and don't do it when you're in like already at 15. Don't do that. And so one of the things that you want to do is play 5 to 7 random shots that are not according to your game plan, and then go back to your game plan. One of the things what that does is literally screws up the other guy's head, and you get into his head, you win. That's how you win games. You get into the other opponent's head and you make them think and think and think until they tire out their mental game. And like I said in the other video, it's not about fitness and finesse anymore in professionals. It's all about mental games, and when you get into nationals again, it's all about mental games. And also try to play attacking shots. I know I said last video you have to be really good at defensive. In badminton, you can't win by being defensive. You just can't. Not in the game of doubles. Hardly in singles. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, Sean Manuel has, he's had some good matches. I gotta say, with only his defensive position, but he knows when to attack, and you guys should know it as well. As I'm still touching this dirty paper. So like I said, play attacking clears, don't play high clears. One thing that like a lot of people don't do in professional, you never see them do a high clear. Hardly. Against players like Lin Dan, if you do a high clear, he will smash it down on you with 90-degree angle that you won't even able. Just don't. I don't want to even think about it. How terrible would that be? How terrible position I would be in. Just absolutely devastating. So one of the things is try to do attacking almost everything, unless you really have to do a defensive shot. And like I said, net shots are absolutely crucial in the game of singles. Net shots determine everything. They determine if you have let's say you have a tight net shot, the only thing the other opponent can do is like try to lift it, and if they succeed to lifting it, it will just go really high and not far enough either. So when it goes really high, you have a lot of time to get set into a forehand shot, and when the other opponent has a forehand opportunity, that is always a bad thing, because he can play any shot he wants from a forehand motion. From a lot of time from a tight net shot. That is one of the reasons why you do a tight net shot. Most of the time that guy actually wins the rally, because he has so many choices and he can make the other guy run. So unless the other guy is really stupid. So speaking of forehand motion, you gotta learn how to do every forehand motion perfectly. What I mean by that is you see professionals. Now I'm not gonna compare like you guys with professionals, of course. The people who are watching this are probably not, who are nationals are probably gonna already know this stuff. Like this should be just really easy stuff for nationals. But like your forehand motion has to be exactly the same. In order for you to do that, in order for that to happen, you need to practice your stroke and technique every single day, almost every single day, and just get private lessons. You think you can learn on your own badminton, but like tennis or maybe soccer is probably the only thing that you don't have to learn from private lessons. But some things like badminton and tennis, you need to learn from a coach, from a professional coach. And I'm not a professional coach. I have NCCP level 1, which is National Coaching Certification Program level 1, where I can teach beginner to intermediate level players and regional players. So that's pretty cool. But aside from that, just forehand motion, just practice it. Practice forehand motion. Absolutely crucial. That way the other opponent won't know which shot you're going to play from a forehand motion, and that way the other opponent cannot predict your movements. Let's say you want to play a drop shot, but then the other guy already knows that you're playing a drop shot. It's so obvious that they already know. You're dead. They're going to go up on that drop shot like a greedy bastard, and they're going to play such a tight net shot on you that you have to run to the front court as soon as possible. It's going to be almost impossible to win. And try to, and speaking of forehand again, take everything forehand, please. Don't try to do backhand. Stupid. Don't be lazy. One big important lesson: don't be lazy in singles. If you want to be lazy, don't play singles. I will advise you not to play singles. If you're just a lazy guy who just doesn't want to run around that much, don't play singles, please. There's no point in trying, and there's no fun in getting destroyed by the other opponent who actually is not lazy. Just don't waste your time. So I was talking about the mental game actually earlier, and a few important things I actually wrote them down here just so that I don't forget is the delaying, the beauty of delaying. Now this has been criticized, and this has been hated for numerous reasons, because it drops the pace of the game. It's bad for the audience, but who cares? I mean, you're here to win the game, not play for the audience. And some people do play for the audience, which I think it's great for spectators, but for his own tennis life or for his own badminton life, no future for you. Delaying games between points. Now, you don't want to delay games every point. Delay your ready position time every point. You want to delay your game in important moments like 2018 or 2019 or 2020, 21, 20, 23, 22. Yeah, so most important moments, you just gotta delay. Like, just get ready into ready position, and then just say, whoa, stop, I'm getting nervous, because everyone gets nervous. It's okay, it's no problem, and just show them. Just tell the other opponent that I'm not ready, and that's fine. There's nothing that you can do about, and some of the things are not intentional or unintentional, but I saw Koreans do it. It is absolutely intentional when Lee Young-dae does it. I can just tell that he's playing dirty right there. But it's all part of the game. I can't say that he plays dirty, but it's seriously all part of the game. Mental game. Just breaks. Can I have a towel down? Can I get some water, H2O in my body so that I don't dehydrate and stuff? Most of those things in important points. And the shots that you want to play in singles, you have to give yourself some margin when you're making a lot of mistakes. I know a lot of singles rallies, they actually kind of lose with mistakes, and that is because the pressure of playing really small marginal shots. Now, you guys probably heard Morton Clark and the woman that's commentating in a BWF matches. You will actually hear them saying, "Oh, give him some margin, give yourself a margin," and that's so important, guys. Don't underestimate their words. They're very entertaining to watch as well. So check out the BWF link below. Subscribe to them and just watch matches. That's the only way you're gonna get better. You gotta push your shots more, flatter shots, so that you don't have the other opponent doesn't have the opportunity to take anything real high and with a forehand. You never want to see a singles player have so much time in their forehand motion. That's just a terrible way to lose, and I mean terrible way to actually start a rally or even end the rally, which it will end with, because like I said, you have so many opportunities with a forehand motion. So push more, learn to push, and learn to play with some margin for yourself. If you're on fire, go ahead, go play with low marginal shots. Okay, go play real tight shots that you're really good with. Go ahead. But if you're making a lot of mistakes, give yourself some margin, enough margin, not so much margin that you play a loose drop shot and they just net kill you. Okay, no, that's not good. But just play marginal shots. Give yourself some room. Give yourself some, just time. And like I said, time is delaying, and that is still part of badminton strategy. So this is advanced single strategy for badminton. This is my second lesson. Actually, there's so many lessons that I did. But anyways, check all the other videos, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these soon. And I have not done the backhand smash and the around the head drop shot. For those of you guys who've been begging me to do it, I can't do it right now because I'm in my room and the badminton court is closed for holidays. So I'm gonna get back to you guys on that in January, and I will see you guys pretty darn soon as I go into the darkness once again.